Hi everyone, this is LuxDose, and today I'm bringing you a quick WeakAuras video guide. I'm going to show you how to track your racial. So currently for me, this is every man for himself. This is pretty much the only one I can track that has a cooldown on human, but it could be Berserk for Troll, Blood Fury, Fire Blood, anything you want to track. This is going to work and apply the exact same way. So you could want to create a small group to contain your auras or your icon. You could also add them to any of the current groups on any classes. So right now I'm on my DK, but this is going to work on any class, any race. This is not limited to Death Knight, right? So you can click, for example, you could add it to cooldowns, utilities, or you can just have it show up in the middle of nowhere. So let's do that. Why not? This is going to be human. I know, every man for himself. Okay, let's simply do that. We're gonna track a status and we're gonna track a cooldown progress spell. For this, you're gonna need, just like always, a small add-on called ID Tip. This is going to be very helpful. This is going to show you in-game the tooltip. On the tooltip, it's going to show you the spell ID. You can also go directly on Wowhead. You simply type every man for himself or any racial, any spell. In the URL, you're going to get the spell ID. So it's going to say spell equal a number. That number is going to be, for this specific spell, it's going to be 59752. Okay? So you go in here, every man for himself, and you type it out. So 59752. Enter. There you go. It's already tracked. It's doing everything by itself. Okay, so right now, it's only going to show up when it's on cooldown. I don't want that. I want it to show always, okay? In the display setting, I'm going to check cooldown, show cooldown text, and there you go. So if I use it, it shows up on cooldown. Okay, how can we improve this, right? How can we improve this? As you can see, when you go on cooldown in World of Warcraft, the icon becomes dark, and the clockwise animation goes lighter up. You simply have to hit reverse. There you go. So it's darkened down and it's tracking when it's going to come back up. Okay. If you want to have it, for example, let's do that on cooldown. True. So while it is on cooldown, desaturate it. There you go. It's going to become dark. Not dark, but sorry, but it's going to become desaturated when it does on cooldown. You can also have it do, so not color, maybe like alpha. Okay, so I want to have it at 50% while it is on cooldown. There you go. So now it's being transparent. So let's move it out of the way. Let's put it right there. So it's going to be right there. And as soon as it comes back off cooldown, it's going to color up and go back to full opacity. Okay, so that's going to be very helpful for your DPS racial. So for Blood Elf, Orc, Trolls, even for Dwarf, Human, it's pretty much useful for every single classes. You all have an activatable racial, so this is going to be very straightforward. Make sure you go into here and you can go into load and configure it however you want. So I only want it to load maybe in combat, and I only want this to load when I'm human. Okay, so you don't want this aura to load when you're not on a human because, well, it's only a racial for human, right? You could also have it only load, like for example, human for himself, maybe. Well, this can apply to anything, but if you only want to show it in PvP instances, you can. That's your, if I only want to see it in arena maybe or something like that. That's not the case for me. I would like to have it be available at all times. So there you go. I'm simply going to let it be there, and it needs to be in combat now for me to see it. So that's a very, very quick guide, but I hope it was helpful. If it was, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, come watch me on Twitch. We record these little guide live, so you can come hang out, chat, ask question. You can leave a comment down below. If you have any question about any WeakAuras, macro, class, guide, WeakAuras, I'll answer everything. So this is it for me today. Good luck in BFA, guys.